Good morning, everyone. So today I wanted to cover something that's a little bit different than what I normally cover, and this is hi-fi tube audio gear. Now, a lot of the same concepts apply to hi-fi audio versus guitar amplifiers. There is kind of one difference is that in a guitar amplifier, like I've discussed before, I want to give the artist specific colors to paint with. And what I mean by that is for a electric guitar, there's no reason for it to have the frequencies that a bass guitar would have. And you kind of want to duck it out a little bit in the mids, that way the singer can step through. However, in hi-fi gear, you want all of the colors to be represented equally, all the frequencies to be there and evenly. Now, this is a tube phono preamp. So this is what you would use in front of a record player that doesn't have a built-in preamp. One of the reasons for this is that the voltage that comes out of a phono cartridge is incredibly low. Millivolts, like single-digit millivolts. So you need to bump it up a lot in order to drive a preamplifier or an amplifier. A phono preamp also does another thing that's called the RIAA equalization. Now, this is built into all records produced after 1954. And this was done to narrow the lines or the grooves that are in the record. The lower frequencies would require a much wider groove, therefore limiting the time that could be put on the one side of a record. So what they did is that they reduced the 20 hertz frequency 40 dB down compared to a 20 kilohertz frequency. So having that translation correct is highly important. So this is one of the original circuit boards for one of these T11 Little Bear amplifiers. This has a good bit of issues with it. It's fine the way it is. However, this is based off of a pretty well-known preamplifier known as the EAR834P. First off, the coupling caps here. One, I don't trust the manufacturer to actually use genuine WEMA caps. These are about the right size, and then these two here are too large, and then these two are too small. So need to get that corrected. Also, if you look and see these little small disc ceramic caps and see these traces here, this is actually what's doing that RIA equalization. And for whatever reason, they did not copy the original schematic. And if you simulate the response curve, there is a huge mid bump. So all the colors are not equal, all the frequencies are not equal. Also, one of the other things is that these filter caps here are not the right value according to the schematic. Also, it uses a tube rectifier that is very unique. I can't readily get one available. It's China only. And the original also happened to use solid state rectification. So what I did, ta-da, is I fixed everything. So down here, you can kind of see it. We now have solid state rectification. All of the filter caps have been replaced with correct values. Also, the transformer wiring has been twisted to help reduce noise. And you can see now all of the coupling caps have been replaced to the correct values. And now you see in this RIA equalization section, we now have silver mica caps of the correct value, and the resistors have also been swapped out. One thing I did was also remove this network up here for the volume potentiometer. I don't need it. I have volume pots on my amplifiers. Not needed, gets in the way, got it removed. Also, the original one didn't have it as well. One thing I also did was upgraded the tube sockets to built-in tube sockets, better than the ceramics that they use. Also have a little fix up here that Skunky put out when she did this, where they use 62K resistors here for the load, and most cartridges use 47, so I've got that fixed as well. There are a few other resistor values that need to be adjusted. Also, the bypass caps here were way too large, so got that fixed as well. So this is a very well thought out design now. It's as the original was, and it sounds incredible compared to what it was before. So let me know what you guys think, and I would like to thank Skunky Designs for kind of inspiring this build. I was needing a good phono preamp, and I saw her build on this, and it was the most economical decision to make on that, and it worked out pretty well. So thank you all.